Well, let's start off with this here theme park because this is really important news, and I think this is what everybody wants to know. Yes, this is real. Yes, this is not fake news. Yes, I think it might even be like, Anne Marie, is this officially
This is
complete?
official because the
Like it's
first thing is
actually
making it
going to
open.
happen. Like not that it's
Yes.
official that they'd like to do it, but it's official that they have broken ground and it is happening.
Well, if you click on the Hageman Brothers tweet I sent you, it clarifies some things.
Well, first, that's given a little bit away right there.
I know.
About
I'm not
first,
sure
let's
if
go
Huge
ground is
to
giveaway.
broken.
trekmovie.com, our good pals over there. Anthony Pascal, Star Trek attraction and hotel rooms coming to Turkish theme park in 2025. What?
I know.
By the way, everybody, happy Spocktober, everybody. Are you sneezing, Melissa? Are you coughing? Just- uh, happy Spocktober to everybody. We should have started with that because it is the first day of October. And for some reason, I'm really excited about this October. I think it's going to be a great one.
It
But
is.
Mhm.
but we'll have to get into that a little bit later
Battlestar
since we've already started this. Okay, Star Trek Prodigy theme attraction. Is that for real?
Yes. So the first two questions I had were is this for real? And is how is this possibly like sanctioned?
Yeah.
So then today stuff started rolling out that yes, it is actually official.
Well, it's only official if the Hagemans deem it so, right?
Yep.
So here we've got Dan and Kevin Hageman at Brothers Hageman, who say, "We had an amazing time helping out an incredible team create such an awesome attraction. A lot of love and joy was put into it, along with a little Murph. Can't wait to hear more about it. Hashtag Star Trek Prodigy." And then it shows the link, Star Trek attraction and hotel rooms coming to Turkish theme park in 2025.
And also like, will there be merch?
And then there's a comment right below that says, "This is weird in a country where free speech isn't allowed and women have little to no rights." Well, yeah.
Uh,
So if you're like me, sorry about that, and you've always wanted to go to Turkey, because I definitely, it's
Me
at the
too.
top of my list. Um, this might be the perfect excuse to go see Turkey. Does it say which city in Turkey it's in, by
Yes.
the way?
Well, I clicked to the original thing, which is something called globetrotter.com, and they say
Oh,
or
Antalya.
globe trender. Yeah. Also, I like Turkish men.
Who doesn't?
They're quite attractive. Yeah.
So let's open Antalya
But you
in
know
the
what popped
maps.
into my head when you said, I like Turkish men, Turkish delight.
I don't know what that means.
It's a great dessert.
Oh, so here's Turkey. They spell Turkey weird in their country. And Antalya is down here in the south. Look at that. You could
Ooh,
go here,
on the
Oh,
take a trip
cool.
coast.
over, you could take a trip over to Cyprus. You can do
We have
whatever
a
you
friend who
want.
comes
Ooh.
in the live chat from Cyprus sometimes. He always wins. He oftentimes wins the science quiz at Virtual Trek.
Ooh.
Cyprus is rad. So anyway, yeah, it's down here. Look, you can take a trip up to Istanbul. You could see the caves, like I think the caves are around here somewhere in the center. Got Ankara here, all kinds of. You can come down here if you want to get into like wars and stuff. You got a lot of options when you come travel to Turkey and come here. You could go west and see all the Greek Isles. Who does not want to see that?
I
Ow,
want to do that. Yeah.
beautiful. Anyway, so now
Greece.
you know where it is. It's in the south of Turkey. What else do we know about it, Doctor?
Well, do you want to read the article or do you want me to summarize?
Summarize, please.
Okay, so it's basically like a Nickelodeon themed theme park, and so it's like
Oh.
SpongeBob and other entities they do. Yeah, like that guy. I didn't know you had a SpongeBob impression. Where's that been all of our lives? The best part is because it was not making sound. I don't know if anybody saw it. I highlighted us last week.
Nope, you guys were just giggling for no reason.
Yeah.
That's even funnier. Okay.
So apparently, like Star Trek Prodigy is like part of the Nickelodeon umbrella again, or never left, but it's getting more attention again. So they're gonna have like a Star Trek, I guess, section or ride or both, and then like exhibits and rooms to wander through, and then like in their hotel, they're gonna have some Prodigy themed hotels.
Mm.
Very excited.
That is exciting. Are we having a poll?
Yep.
Whole face.
Ooh.
The question is,
That's
would you
very
go
exciting.
to a themed park? I said themed park instead of theme park just for fun. Would you go to a themed park attraction in Turkey? The options are yup or nope. Okay,
Yeah,
so
totally
that's really
would.
exciting, and it's opening in
Well, we kind of need,
2025.
yeah, so we kind of need to start referring to the article because there's a lot of like theme park lingo that hasn't been like totally explained, but people are surmising like what it means, including like details of the ride.
Okay, it says,
You're a theme park expert.
this is hilarious. Oh, that's true, I am. It says the back door of the space shuttle is open. Take your seats and fasten your seat belts. When you're all set for takeoff, the lights will switch off and you'll embark on an epic space journey. Listen carefully to Dal and Gwen's conversation because you won't want to miss any of the planets. Oh, cool. And here's like a rendering of it. This is cool.
Oh, the renderings are so fun.
This looks a little bit like at the
Ooh.
Disneyland theme park in Anaheim. There's like a space tours ride. It's kind of
Mhm.
like that, but it looks like it might be a little bit bigger, somewhat like the Despicable Me ride at Universal Studios, I think is what it is. They used to be the Terminator
Yeah.
attraction before that.
And it squirts you.
Oh, there's
So
also the
actually that is part of this. So like this is being hailed as like a, let me see the exact thing. A spot, okay. Star Trek Wild Galaxy 5D
oh, I don't want
cinema.
a Star Trek colon.
So so Mick Jones did some research, and it appears that 5D is like a terminology for theme parks when it uses all five senses.
Mm. So it'll
Cool.
probably blow on you.
Well,
Does
wait a
that
second.
one?
Hang on. I'm cool with all those except taste. I
Oh,
don't
maybe this is
want
a
a
cotton
theme
candy from Mark
park.
person.
I don't want a ride to make me taste something. I'm
You'll
not
probably smell
comfortable with
something.
that. The smell is fine. You know, they give you fun aromas like on the Disneyland's soaring over California or soaring over the world. You know, it smells like soil or it smells like jasmine when you're going to India or it smells like, grass,
Oh,
when you go
subways and
to
that King Kong ride. I love that one.
what does King Kong smell like?
They make the King Kong ride at like what is that Universal? They make it smell like a New York subway.
Ugh.
It's fun.
So it smells like arrogance?
Yeah, in LA, I think, or California. Is it LA or is it
I don't
California or
think
Florida? It's
I
really
don't think
fun.
I've been on that one. I've
It's
been on the
still there.
Despicable Me one. And they do all of that stuff. Squirt you, spray you with air.
And they used to do that
Mm.
at the Star Trek experience at the Hilton in Vegas back in the day.
Oh,
It was called the Borg 4D ride because it was three dimensionals, and the fourth dimension was that it like physically assaulted you, if I remember correctly. Like it would start like kind of grabbing at your legs or trying like on your back instead like poking at your back, and it's like resist, you must resist, and it was trying to like poke and stuff like that. So the
I
fourth D
want
was
to
it
go
was
on
like a
that.
massage chair.
Yeah, still sold.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It was nice. The first one was better though, when you're like it's like Klingon attack and you're flying in a runabout. Anyway, that's really cool.
Oh, That's kind of like this place that I worked in New York called Mars 2112. They had a shuttle that takes you to Mars, and the restaurant was set on Mars.
Nice.
Anyway,
So this says the lobby of Star Trek Wild Ride Theater, Land of Legends. Look, it's like feeding a bird. That's cool.
in the baby.
You too can watch them feed a bird for only $2,100 and a plane
Please.
trip. Wow, there's a lot of cool pictures. There's a lot of artist
Yes.
renderings here, or artistic renderings, possibly. Look, there's Rock Talk. There's a child.
The logo on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora. They're going to Colorado.
Nice city. Isn't there an Aurora, Illinois, too? Isn't that where Wayne's World was?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, you were just by there. It's not
Oh,
far from
yeah.
the hotel.
And then there's this one. Wow, there's all kinds of good stuff. This is fun. There's a man bun you can check out.
Yes. I love seeing
I
what people
never
wear
see
in these.
those.
So menagerie.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. And it says Star Trek themed room at the Nickelodeon
Yes.
Hotel. Whoa! Do you guys want to see the Star Trek hotel
Yes.
room?
Okay, and here's the even more fun part. They're different kinds.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, that closet looks amazing.
Closet. Where's the
That's a
closet?
closet?
Oh, down
Like a
here?
big- yeah.
No, I'm looking
Or
at
is that
this.
the
Like you're
bathroom?
on warp. You're
Yeah,
on
and
I
look
warp.
at those
know.
that cute blue chair is so Star
Yeah,
Trek.
that unfolds or
Yeah.
something. Wow, that's
And
Although
fun.
I
then they
will
have these like
say
deluxe rooms. Oh, go ahead.
the pillows look way more comfortable in that room than they do on Star Trek, really.
Totally. No triangle pillows.
No triangle pillows. Look at
Oh,
that
that's awesome.
bathroom.
Bathroom. Shout out right
Holy
here.
mackerel.
This is where you whatever.
Waste extraction.
Yep. You don't, but you don't actually
Oh, that's
extract
what
it.
Melissa's uncle does on Deep Space
It's more
Nine.
like waste propulsion, right? Like
Yeah,
waste.
because unless it does actually extract it from you.
Ooh, here's
They have like deluxe rooms.
yeah,
which
here's
are,
a
like,
suite.
incredible.
That's a
That are
sweet
fashioned
suite.
after the ready room.
Look at that.
Holy mackerel.
Yes.
What? I want to sit on those chairs.
Oh my God, people are going to be trying to walk off with like those vases and stuff all the time.
Wow, that's
I
cool.
believe they're vases.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I didn't realize they'd have so many fun pictures.
I
Wow.
know. 'Cause,
More
like at
bed
first when
stuff.
Trek Central broke this news, because Trek Central was like all over, kept catching everything. I
Yeah.
was like, this isn't real. I never questioned that.
Everybody always questions Trek Central. Is that the one where every time they break
know.
something, people are always going like, that's not true, but
That's
they're
not
always right.
true, but
No,
then
no,
it
they're
is
always
true.
right. It's just that like, I don't know. I just found it so hard to believe. I was like, there's no way it's official. And then it is.
Okay. So
It
now,
looks too good to be true. Is what I'm
along
saying.
those lines, I've heard in the past of other times where Star Trek theme parks were supposed to happen, but then never did. I
Exactly.
remember maybe like 10 or 15 years ago, it was announced that there was going to be one in Israel. And I remember
Oh.
looking at the city, and it was way down in the south on the coast of the Red Sea. You know how Israel kind of goes down into a tiny little point, and the part where and so it was down there, whatever that city is. But I remember seeing that, and I was like, I'll fly there for a start, but then it never happened.
Mm-mm.
You guys remember that? It was a while
No.
ago. Let me see.
I don't remember that, but I do think that there should be more Star Trek theme parks around the world because I think they would be popular.
I totally agree. There's always talk of them in Asia. I feel like maybe one of them happened, but like it's never also every time there's talk of it, it's like this massive concept. And then if
Yeah.
anything happens, it's like, except for obviously Star Trek The Experience, which
Mm-hmm.
is a little different.
Yeah. I can't find it. This was a long time, maybe 15 years ago. But
That'll be
anyway, I
fun.
remember but it was really just pitched, but never to the point of being like built. But I remember getting really excited about it, and then there was like zero news about it at all. It just, or maybe there was, but it didn't reach us in the States. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, so that was one. In the live chat, everybody let us know if you remember that news, maybe 15 years ago, where Israel, right in the southern tip where it hits the Red Sea, it's like this thin little piece. There was also supposed to be, I think a couple years later, it was announced that there was going to be a theme park, a Star Trek theme park in Jordan, also in the
That's
Middle
what
East, right? And so
that's
so
what
we've got
Stephen
Which
Turkey,
makes
Brand.
we've
more
got
sense because
Israel, we've
that's a
got
reference.
Jordan. What?
That made more sense because that was where I don't remember his name, who was on Voyager. Isn't that where he was from?
Yeah. Well, Stephen Brandt in the live chat just said that I think it was previously announced Star Trek theme park was in Jordan because
Yeah.
King of
King
Jordan is a
Abdullah. Yeah.
huge
Right.
Star Trek fan.
No, it was
And
both. There was
yeah,
definitely an Israel one, and then a few 2 or 3 years later, there was one in Jordan that was pitched that had way more legs because it was like the king of Jordan, right? He's a big Star Trek fan. So of
right.
course, that dude can have it built by himself. But then
Yeah.
again, did that one ever happen or did it just fizzle? It kind of just disappeared too, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know either. Um, it looks like it was called Red Sea Astrarium Jordan. Um, but did it ever end up happening? It looks like it was August 2nd, 2011. So it was 13 years ago. That sounds about right. And it's okay. Well, let's go to our friends over at Wikipedia on this one because there's a little bit more information on this one.
Oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
The Red Sea Astrarium was a planned integrated resort destination on the shores of the Red Sea. Huh. It would have been the first themed entertainment attraction at the coastal city of Aqaba, Jordan. Isn't that where no, that was Agrabah.
There's a party here in, yeah, different city.
It was announced in 2011 for a projected 2014 opening. Construction stopped on this theme park in early 2015, and the park was never completed or opened. Dude, the King of Jordan should have enough money to like
Right.
get this thing
I
done.
think maybe he's busy.
In 2013, a signing ceremony was held at the Jordanian American Business Forum under the patronage of King Abdullah II of Jordan. King Abdullah had suggested Star Trek be included in the Red Sea Astrarium, being a big Star Trek fan who had uncredited cameo, blah, blah, blah. We know that. Voyager. Anyway,
Hmm.
So I just sent
184
you, oh,
acres of land would have been.
I
Wow.
just sent you like the Memory Alpha attraction, Star Trek attractions list, which is kind of similar.
Hmm.
In your Facebook Messenger. So I guess there's one
Oh
in
no,
one
I don't
thing
check
in
my
Germany.
Facebook.
Um,
And Linda Anderegg also said there's an office building shaped like the Enterprise somewhere.
In
So
China,
oh yes.
in
is
China,
it China?
I believe so. Maybe it's Taiwan, but I'm pretty sure it's China.
Hmm.
Okay.
I know. I hope nobody in China or Taiwan heard me mistake the two or be confused between the two because they'll be pissed because they're practically at war with each other right now. But I think it's in China, and I've seen it. It's really cool. Not in person, just the
Cool.
pictures. Okay, so this is what Anne Marie
There
sends
really isn't
us.
much. There was a roller coaster in Germany. That's what I always see people mention.
Oh.
Operation Enterprise, which is like the last thing in that list.
It says several officially licensed and or sanctioned Star Trek attractions and events have been organized since the late 1980s. Typically, these entail specially produced events and or activities such as concerts, live performances, blah, 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 blah. As such, they are considered separate from the Star Trek exhibitions, which only passively display items in real. This is not telling us.
If you scroll
Maybe.
down, there's like
Yeah,
some
there's
links of
just
things you
not
can see.
much
So
here. Let
basically,
me
the
see.
German one is the one that I see gets shared the most.
List of attractions. Okay, fine.
But a lot of them are about like
It's
a
shocking that,
concert or a traveling show. It's shockingly low, but I mean,
yeah,
then you see the merchandise and it's not that surprising. So this
Star
one, the
Trek
last
theme.
one on the list.
There it is. The experience, the Klingon encounter, and the Borg invasion 4D were at the experience. It
Mhm.
was only open 10 years. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It would be so fun if the Rio picked some Star Trek thing something up because that's where STLV is every year.
What's Star Trek Orion Rendezvous?
I was just gonna look at that. I was like, what is that?
Star Trek
Oh,
Live
sounds
Concert.
spicy.
Yeah, these are all just kind of like events. These are just
Well, that's the
events.
thing. There's so few that they're all lumped together.
Where's the
Apparently.
German one?
Operation Enterprise, the last one.
Oh,
Oh, you know the first one on that list, Star Trek Adventure, must be the thing that Rico worked at, like the Universal Studios thing.
Uh, Star Trek Operations Enterprise is a roller coaster attraction. We'll take it. Move in the movie
yeah.
park, Germany. I remember that near Bottrop in Germany. First announced as under construction in 2016, the attraction officially opened to the public on May 30th, 2017, after a week's soft launch. Standing 40 meters high, what the heck? Call it 130 feet. The roller coaster is based in the Federation Plaza and sees visitors escorted through a small exhibition space before taking on the role of Starfleet cadets tasked with rescuing the USS Enterprise D and its crew from the Borg. Okay, so this sounds to me like Star Wars Land at Disneyland,
Yeah, it does sound like that.
and that's awesome.
Hmm.
Uh, and Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, what were you talking about?
You go back to the last page and then that list of like
Yeah,
experience attractions. The first one in the list, which is Star Trek Adventure, I think that's the one that like some
maybe.
people
Let me
mention on
see.
TMV and
Because that was the
stuff.
other one I was going to bring up. Oh, see, it says Universal Studios. No, that's different.
Wasn't that where like Rico worked as a
It
Klingon?
says, no, it says Star Trek Adventure was the title given to the two Universal Studios produced, largely overlapping Star Trek themed live action performance attractions at its two Universal Studios tour theme park premises located in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, and in Orlando. So those were kind of like, like if you go to Universal Studios in Hollywood nowadays, they've got like the Water World show or something like that. I guess there was a Star Trek thing before that. But what you're thinking of, Anne Marie, and this I was hoping to bring this up, was Six Flags. It was called Marriott's Great America or something like that. And before that, it was called Paramount's Great America. And it was a Six Flags attraction near San Jose, California. And I grew up there, so I went there. And I don't think it had any Star Trek rides per se, but it had Klingons running around. So you would just get like photo ops with Klingons for some reason. Maybe there was a Star Trek
Oh,
ride that I
here's
don't
some
remember.
more.
But
I'm
isn't
cooking
there
through all
that
these things.
thing happening in the spring at Universal Studios with Star Trek as
Yes.
well?
Good point.
Like without any details really, but yeah.
Right.
Oh, so a few of these other things on this list are rides. Borg Assimilator was some ride in North Carolina.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
There's an external link that says looking back at closed Star Trek attractions. And then you click on it and it says, oops, this page is down. So the page is closed too.
Whoops.
Yeah. All right. So everybody in the live chat, please let us know. Do you remember any other Star Trek type attractions in your local neighborhoods or something you read about or anything at all? Like there was the one that was proposed in Israel that went nowhere. There was the one in Jordan that went pretty far but never finished. There's this one in Turkey that seems like it is coming no matter what. There's that cool office building in China that looks like a big enterprise.
Oh, okay, go click on the Borg Assimilator. So it looks like that one was actually a relocation of the one you just talked about in San Jose. Ooh, I
Oh.
love this TMV Research Live.
Wait. There was nothing to move in San Jose, though. I don't think there were. I mean, maybe there were. I don't remember. I was just a kid.
It says, actually, let me let you read it because it's
No,
so
you read it, please.
perfect.
I don't
It's
want to open it
hilarious.
back up. I already
Okay,
closed
okay,
it.
okay. Orga Simulator was the name given to the roller coaster ride attraction located from 2004 to 2008 in Carowinds, Charlotte, North Carolina Entertainment Park, then owned by Paramount Communications, owner of Paramount Pictures, itself owner of the franchise. Okay. Actually, the Vekoma Flying Dutchman coaster, the first of its kind, started out life in 2000 as Stealth in another Paramount Entertainment Park, Paramount's Great America in San Jose, California, but was relocated to the Carowinds venue 3 years later to make room for a water park. Once at the new location, it was rechristened as the Borga Simulator, tying into park owners' Star Trek property. So I guess maybe it was just another roller coaster, but at that San Jose theme park because it was owned by Paramount.
I wonder how they decided to do this in Turkey.
I'm
I wonder
so
how
curious about that.
came
I would
about of
love
all
to know that.
places. Yeah. Hmm.
Nickelodeon's massive there. It's so interesting. And then also like,
That is.
oh, now suddenly Prodigy's getting attention through Nickelodeon. Like, where was the merch and everything?
Where is the merch? I still want
I just
Prodigy
can't wait for
merch.
pictures for when Bonnie goes. Like, that'll be a well documented trip.
Yeah, it's surprisingly little how
Yeah.
much, like Star Trek gets like a roller coaster here or there, or like a pop-up here or there. But for how big it is, how is there not a theme park? I mean, the closest we've had was the Star Trek experience. That was probably the closest to a theme park because there were two rides, there were
Right.
decorations, there was a full restaurant, there were Star Trek shops, there was a Star Trek theme throughout the casino and sci-fi. I mean, that was borderline Star Trek theme park, but just
And this
it was
kind of
just
reminds me
inside
of
of a
that
hotel.
because that one was like Lisa Klink developed the ride with like other people who actually worked on Star Trek. I think Dave
Really?
Rossi maybe.
Well,
Yeah,
that's fun.
they did a panel at SCLV in the second stage even. But oftentimes they do deep dives into it. Like Larry will do it on a Trek FM show or uh the Glorious Experts will come like deep dive to the making of the ride. It's super fascinating. But this
That
one,
is
once I
fascinating.
saw like Hageman Brothers tweet about this, I was like, wow, this actually is very similar if they're involved in now the making of the Prodigy ride and hotel rooms.
Thanks so much for watching that clip. We go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern with all the latest Star Trek news on the virtual TrekCon channel.